Morning. Sorry. Welcome. My name's Tristan. This is my channel, which I changed the name of recently, but forgot to. It's Tarot by Tristan. Well. Anyway, today's reading is a problem solution. It's 2 rows, past, present, future. Your problem at the top, or your problems. Hopefully, you haven't got more than one, and solutions at the bottom. There's a man outside cutting my grass, so a couple of men. If you hear it, I'm sorry. I did do a test, and you can't, so hopefully it's right. Using the Horror Tarot. Knight of Cups. Okay, let's see what's in store for us. It's gorgeous outside. Sun shining. Almost feels like summer. Nearly there. Right. Get into it. What's the card's got to say today? 6 of Wands. Victory. Are you feeling victorious? Did you achieve something that you've been trying to achieve? And then the general energy is a 4 of Cups. Very thoughtful. There's a ghost giving him a mug. Or a girl. Yeah, okay. Maybe something you don't expect. Or it's an offer that's put you in a kind of quandary. So in the top we've got the problems. In the past we've got the Page of Wands. And in the present, the 4 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles, sorry. And in the future is the Knight of Pentacles again with the mask. Right, and then the solutions, the Devil. It's going to be interesting. In the present, the King of Wands. And in the future, the 6 of Pentacles, sharing. All right. Put you somewhere. It's getting messy in here. Just clarifying with the Wildwood. Wild Unknown? Not Wildwood. God, wake up, Tristan. So in the past, you got the Page of Wands. And this is like, I guess, what people call almost writer's block or creative blockages. A block to your passion or your ability to start a new idea, to act, not like a child, but with that freedom a child has when they want to create something or do something. It's like a taming of passion. Yeah, like a block, some sort of block, a creative block, or a block on what you feel passionate about. It's almost like food wasn't tasting that good, or music didn't sound that great, like depression, but not necessarily depression. You weren't depressed, something was blocking you. And then it says the solution you used in the past was the Devil, which means you just tried everything until you got your feeling back, almost. Like indulging. I guess if food didn't taste that good, you'd go out and eat loads of meals at different restaurants until you could taste again. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify, see if I'm right. So what was the block? What blocked you in the past? Tell you, the sun comes out for 2 seconds and the lawnmowers are out like that, man. Poor little bumblebees, they got nothing to eat. I don't know why people hate flowers that much, it's crazy. For grass that no one really uses, they just look at it. It's pretty. When you read about it, it's quite interesting because I might be completely wrong here. Victorian times, like people used to eat weeds, like nettles and dandelion roots. It was a staple source of food if you were without. You could survive as a peasant, sort of what the land gave you. And so the whole idea of a manicured lawn was it was an expression of wealth. Look, not only am I rich enough to pay these peasants to go dig out the weeds, I can throw the weeds away at the end because I don't need them to eat because I have so much. And now we all have these lawns in front of our houses that were could be a source of support for the natural world, like birds and bees, which all rely on insects which need flowers and plants to circle of life. I don't know. We want to know them all. Very strange. Anyway, I'm talking shit. I should probably get on with reading. Yeah, the sun. Like, it was like something was in front of your sun, the sun that makes you enjoy life. There was no sun. And you couldn't manifest anything. Because you need that feeling of joy to manifest anything. Oh, yeah, and you couldn't see anything clearly either. Wow. And so in the past, your solution was the devil. So I suggest you just went, fuck it. It reminds me of that episode of Sex in the City where I can't remember the character's name, the blonde one who used to shag around a lot. I mean, there's quite a few of those in there. What was her name? I can't Google it, my phone's recording. Not the main character. The one that was on the outs that didn't get invited to the other film. I can't remember her name. Anyway, there was an episode where she couldn't climax, and she was going around shagging everything she could find in all the various positions she could do. And the reason why she couldn't is because she was disconnected from, I don't know, some emotional thing. I don't know. Can't remember the episode, but yeah, reminds me of that. Almost like life wasn't tasting as good as usual. So you just went out and licked everything. Yeah, 7 of Cups. You literally went out and licked everything. Obviously not toilet seats or anything like that, but anything that looked tasty, you went out and, yeah, poured yourself into it. Father of Cups, King of Cups, and Temperance. Amazing, because that cancels out any bad devilish energy. There's rebirth there as well. So you were seeking a way of burning this block away. Yeah, okay, so you went out and looked for something that would satisfy you emotionally and would cancel out this kind of urge to go lick everything. And it seems like you found it because the Temperance has come out. So you must have found something that invigorated your spark of life again. So currently, your problem is the Four of Pentacles. This is holding back, being a miser, not sharing. It's like wanting to keep what you have safe. It's a stalled kind of energy. And it says the solution is the King of Wands, so that suggests just take action, very fiery, passionate action. Get in touch with that fieriness again. But let's clarify a bit further and see. Oh yeah, only 8 minutes, cool. It'll be a quick read again. The Collector. It's come up in the reading the other day. Same cards as well. It's funny how you can shuffle and cards come out. Eight of Swords. You're feeling a bit trapped. I wonder if you feel like this girl in the jar. Like you can't make a move, but you can. So why do you feel this way? Four of Cups, which is the theme of the reading. Not only are you holding back, you're not really seeing what somebody or a situation is giving you. Two Wands. And a Page of Wands. It feels like residual energy from whatever was blocking you is stopping you still from taking a new step in a different direction of what you're doing, whatever it is. Either in relationships or business or home or what, whatever the situation applies to. Some new thing you want to try, but you're holding back. Yeah. I feel like you can't move forward with something. It's almost like moving forward with Page energy is incorrect. You should step into your King power, which is what it says here is the solution currently. Step into your King power completely. That's your fiery, masculine, creative force. So you could be a man or a woman that's just that that's how you express your masculine side, is creatively. Yeah. Wow. Okay. 9 swords. 5 wands. 2 pentacles. Taking action might cause some stress. Turning wheel of fortune. And justice. Yeah, it's like a reckless energy almost. Where you feel restricted currently, and there's a desire to go in a new path, you shouldn't be trying to make change with page energy. So it's telling you to tap into your king energy, and spin the wheel of fortune and let the cards land where they may. It's a bit reckless almost. Like sometimes the only way you can get out of a situation is to be a little bit reckless. Obviously you've got to judge the consequences yourself. But where you feel restrained now, just take a chance on something, whatever it is. Spin the wheel of fortune kind of jobby. Because that's required in some situations, like, logical speak doesn't work, trying to relate emotionally doesn't work, trying to fix the situation in the 3D doesn't work. You just have to set things on fire. Yeah, sometimes that's the only way. 10 cups. Okay. So we've got Suit of Pentacles for the future, the Knight of Pentacles. This card always gives me such a creepy vibe because of the mask. Slow and steady wins a race. So it's like wanting to take action, but then you can't. 6 of Pentacles. Some sort of blocked action in the future. I don't know, something maybe you're trying to do gets blocked or doesn't have the desired effect. Maybe. And it says the solution is sharing, but who's this knight? What's going on here? Three of Cups. Something to do with a group of people. Or 3 people. Friendship. Celebration. In your house. Something you've been working on. The Emperor. The 4 of Swords. How strange. Sorry, I'm going to have to think about this for a second. Listen to that and me drinking water. Still cutting the lawn. So I'm getting the feeling of a person who is very controlling. So this is either you or another person in your life. Very controlling, but they kind of appear like a sheep. This might be a new person you come into contact with. They're wearing some sort of mask, or an offer isn't what it seems. So, some sort of offer in the future, meeting a new person, or somebody in your life already. I mean, I can always pull a bit more on that Emperor, but like in the negative aspect, it's like control freak. Control freak. If you have a control freak in your life, something they're offering you isn't what it seems. Let's see, what's the sharing solution? I'm a bit perplexed. Spirit of charity. Five Cups. Regretting sharing, and Five Pentacles right afterwards. Two of Seven. We've got the Lovers and then the Seven of Swords. Two Pentacles. And there's the Four of Pentacles. Oh, I can hear the lawnmower. Sorry. How many minutes was that where I was just staring into space? Wrong on the thing. Is the video still going? It's a bit perplexing, really. I'm like, sharing is the solution in the future. Being kind. Even though you feel unsure and you want to hold back. Okay. Alright, so the vibe is awful. Something in the future is not what it seems, and like people who are in Emperor power, it's like it's very attractive. Hard to see through if they're wearing a mask. But they're hiding things. Yeah, again with the health, something to do with their health. So if you're this is probably not the best example to give, but if you're unsure of something or someone, you can still share with them a little bit and then you can just see what happens. Like if you share information about yourself or, whatever it is, you test them almost. I mean, it's a test really, isn't it? And as much as people want to say they don't test people, everyone does. Only the naive don't. So hold back. You don't have to overshare with whoever this is, but it's like if you want to know for sure what's going on, even if you're feeling a bit topsy-turvy, share a little bit just to see. Test the waters kind of situation. Don't dive in completely, just test the waters with this person in the future who offers you something who is the Emperor in the negative aspect is like fucking narcissist. There's something going on with their health, it seems. They're not the sheep they seem to be, the sweet little lamb. They're not a sweet little lamb. They're a narcissist. I mean, you can still be friends with narcissists, can't you? I don't know. No. That's right. You can only be a source. So the Four of Cups. Four of Cups. What are you not seeing? Oh. Eight Cups. Did you just walk away from something? Oh. Someone you took a chance with, someone younger than you or a little bit not so mature emotionally. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. You have something very valuable. Very valuable. You have something very valuable and you're defending it. You don't want anyone to come in and fuck your shit up, basically. That's why you're like this. You're like, I got these 3 cups. What are you going to bring to the table? Kind of energy, like, are you going to bring something good to the table? Or are you just going to try and steal my cups? Because some people do. They just try and take your shit. So that's the vibe you're in. Yeah. Whoever this Emperor is. I'll put a little bit more on this Emperor so you can get a better idea. They're a bit narcissistic. You get that energy. Somebody who wants things the way they want it, even if it's in the wrong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with people wanting things the way they want it. Yeah. Like, we all have to respect each other, especially if you live together as friends or lovers. You kind of have to accept each other's eccentricities, but too much of that isn't very good if it harms the other person. That's narcissistic behavior. You've got to have a bit of empathy for each other. Yeah. Either they're not well or they are not the sheep they seem, little lamb. They're not a little lamb. A high priestess in the reverse. And the 8 of Wands. Very good with their tongue. Like bad magic almost, like telling secrets. 8 cups. Okay, so maybe they've recently walked away from something as well. So a relationship, a job, a situation, a house, whatever it is, you know. And they are full of secrets. Yeah, full of them. Is that someone you know? All right. This isn't an advice read, it's just a weather report kind of thing. So I don't know what to tell you. I find it exhausting having to assess whether a person is going to be a positive or a negative impact on your life. It is so exhausting to have to watch somebody constantly. Are they going to be good for me? Yeah. Family. Oh, it's one of my favourite films. If you haven't seen this, you really should. Hereditary. It's so good. I should make another deck and put some of the more recent, really good horror films. Like, we've had the best time ever if you're a horror fan. Just every year it gets better. Family. Hereditary. Directed by Ari Aster, 2018. He's quite old now, anyway. You know you were her favourite, right? Every family has its favourites, and the hopes and expectations of older generations are often invested in the young. These designs can be made explicit, as if presented in a diorama, or our actions may be driven by a more secretive ritual. Nature, nurture. It can be difficult to disentangle our own agency from the influence of kin. Strive to live up to expectations. Crowning achievement can bring its own heavy responsibility. Almost like you're feeling you're having to set yourself on fire to get the attention you deserve. That's almost like the feeling. This might be pressure from your family or people around you or friends' expectations, which they can be difficult to bear sometimes. I mean, why do we do anything in life? It's just to make ourselves happy, right? I mean, even somebody who works really hard to ensure their family has a great future, you're still just doing that because it makes you happy, as much as it is a self-sacrifice. If it didn't bring you pleasure, you wouldn't do it. There'd be no babies. I mean, if you think about how difficult babies are to raise, but obviously very, very, very rewarding and important, we still do it because it makes us happy. So beware of doing things that you're doing it to make somebody else happy. Of course, you can do things to make other people happy. That's not what I'm saying. So you can, kind actions help each other and make somebody feel good. But a life path chosen simply to please another person is a very bad idea. At some point you're going to be deeply unsatisfied. Like, parents shouldn't put on their kids like, you're going to be a doctor, and the kid actually just wants to be a dancer. Like you're gonna make them really unhappy. And yeah, sure, it's probably easier to become a doctor than a dancer, apart from all the studying and stuff. But job-wise, there's probably more doctors' roles than amazing roles for dancers. You should still let your kids do what they want. Don't live up to other people's expectations. Live up to your own. Set your own so high as what whatever it is, or don't have limits. Just see what happens. Message from the angel is: devote some time to your children, parents, and grandparents. Share the energy of familial love. All right, that's interesting because it's almost like you're having that feeling of having to try and impress them. Maybe just spend some time with them. Yeah. Anyway, we're at 25 minutes. Nice. Thank you for listening. I hope that was helpful. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great time. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.